Hello and welcome back to my channel. Finally, I have some Retold footage for you all. It's been a bit slow on my channel recently, and honestly the reason is because Retold is just around the corner and I'm not I haven't been too enthusiastic about uploading original AOM stuff, but we're finally here with Age of Mythology Retold. This is from the beta, obviously, and yeah, so for all of you, maybe, I don't know if I will have any new viewers, but if I do, I can just tell you shortly who I am. My name is Soup. I played Age of Mythology on ESO. That was the server back in the day in like 2005 or so. I used to play Age of Mythology back then. And I've also played Age of Mythology on Voobly, which is the iteration that came after ESO. And I'm one of the top players. I do compete in tournaments, and I have won a few. And I've won, I won a few tournaments, and I have placed pretty well, pretty decently in other tournaments. I like to play Norse, I like to play Kronos, and I like to play Ra. For Retold, maybe things will change, but for now, you'll see me playing Norse and Kronos mostly, because I'm having a lot of fun with those civs. And here I'm playing Kronos versus Hades, and the map, I think it's called Giza, I'm not even sure. Either way, this map, it has these funny little gold mines around the map that have forests around them, like you see here. That's the big thing about this map. And I haven't even had a chance to talk about my build order here. I mean, you can go back and look what I'm doing here if you want to. But what I'm aiming for is a 330 advance, and that will allow me to pressure the Hades player with 2 Prometheans, which I can just delete immediately, and that will give me 4 Promethean offsprings. And then I'm going to time shift a counter barracks, and that will give me a Cairo Ballista, and with the reworked Valor, I'm going to get a Cairo Ballista Hero, which is a really sick unit. I'm also going to heroize a citizen, I think, if I'm not wrong, but we'll see. Like I said, you can just copy my build order if you rewind a bit. There's a 330 advance, very nice, and as I'm transitioning here, I'm going for 4 on wood, 2 on food, and 2 on gold. And I'm time shifting my temple over to my opponent's base. Still yet to figure out where his gold mine is, or even his hunt. Plus he is Hades, so he does have sentinels, making my rush a bit less effective. But I have a plan. I'm not going to reveal it just yet, but I have a plan, and I think it's going to work out really well. I'm commenting on a game I already played, so I shouldn't say stuff like that, but I did. Here I finally see his hunt, and it's on the opposite side of where I built my temple, so I'm contemplating time shifting it over on the other side, but in the end I don't do so. I'm about to hit Classical Age, and there's so much you gotta do when you hit the Classical Age. You'll notice here, as I prepare for it, I select my temple, ready to produce a new Promethean. I now valorize the citizen, build a counter barracks, and now I delete the 2 Prometheans here. And he's using Sentinel, obviously. Once the counter barracks is built, which is quite fast because it is a hero that's building it, and I have 2 manors nearby, I'm gonna try and shift it forward, obviously. And like I said, I'm against Hades, so I can't do too much damage here. But I'm putting pressure on him, and in his mind, he knows right now he can't go for a 2 TC boom. There's absolutely no way when I'm putting this much pressure on him. And right now, he's got Ajax and a Minotaur, but I can still deal damage to him. Look at this. 4 mini Prometheans killing 1 villager there, and then 6 over here taking care of his secondary. That's a really sick Minotaur special attack. Really sick. I mess up here. I actually don't even get the second villager kill, even though I should have. But still some really nice damage. I lose 2 Prometheans, you know, the 4 Promethean offerings, that's 2 Prometheans. You may say that's kind of bad, but honestly, for a villager kill, that's good. And for if I had 2 villager kills, it would have been even better. And also notice what I'm doing here. This is what I was talking about, heroizing the Cairo Ballista, really nice. It's a bit too late now to do anything. But I'm also time shifting the manors over on the TC, so that now this guy, he's going to build a manor himself. And when it's all done, he's going to have 3 manors nearby that secondary TC. And I'm going to build that TC very, very, very quickly. Losing a lot here. I am losing a lot here, but just keep in mind, I have dealt damage in the sense that I've killed a villager. I should have killed 2. And I have ensured that he doesn't go for a 2 TC boom. And that's honestly good. Here I'm trying to get that secondary villager that I never got, but I don't think I managed to. But yeah, 3 manors and the citizen hero there. That TC is going up in no time. I think it's like 45 seconds or something. You see, it's just speeding up very, very fast. So the idea behind this strategy is you go for the early rush and you try to deal as much damage as you can. And you see, this game it kind of failed. I only killed 1 villager when I could have killed a lot more. And I placed the temple on the wrong side, but still, I put so much pressure on him that I can get this second TC very, very easily, very comfortably. And as always, it's really important to do your scouting properly. So I don't know if you noticed, but I just took a quick glance over on his base and I noticed there was 2 stables. So he's making full hippicons, and he's going to use that nice little combo of Achilles and hippicons, or Hippias as they're called in Retold, to start raiding with those. He's also got restoration through Athena, so some very powerful, strong units he's got here. But because I scouted it, I just built a bunch of counter barracks, and I'm going to be making primarily catapultes, which are the biggest counter unit to Hippias, obviously. They have a 4 times multiplier against cavalry, which is really, really good. And, you know, at this stage, I don't even think my opponent realizes what's going on. I don't think he knows that I'm on 2 TCs. I think he's on full defense mode. And by the time he will realize what's up, it's going to be way too late for him. Because right now, I'm producing citizens from 2 town centers. And he's only got 1 town center. So I'm way, way ahead here. He's trying to get some damage done with these Hippias, with the heroes and with the Minotaur. But you know, when I can use manor like this, it's not too bad at all. Some small bits of idle time, but it's not bad at all. So, you know, in my mind, I'm just saying I'm well ahead of right now. My economy is booming. I just have to survive, basically, so I don't really have to do much. Try to get as much of the chicken and the berries and the hunt over here as I can. And then eventually I will just be able to, yeah, basically outboom him. He's doing some nice pressure here, raiding on several places at once, making it a bit difficult for me. But like I said, I have a manor nearby, I have the TC there to help me out. Haven't even invested into getting the tower upgrade, which probably I could have. Would have saved me a small bit of trouble. But either way, you see me surviving here. Haven't lost a citizen and only a small bit of idle time on these citizens. Getting some more over here, but you know, all in all, it's not much considering I am booming with 2 TCs and he's just on 1. He's doing a really good job with his raids though. I don't know who I'm playing against here, Turbo Machine. He's not using his real name, but surely this guy is not just some random. This guy has played Age of Mythology before, trust me. So if you look at my economy right now, I have 600 food, 500 gold. You can probably imagine what I'm going for, which is a heroic timing here. I realize that I'm not really under any real pressure right now, so I can just go for the heroic age. And I lost a temple earlier. I didn't even realize that. I think I forgot to time shift it back, so he destroyed it with his Minotaur early on. It's a bit of a misplay by me, obviously. You know, I said I was going heroic, but it appears I'm not. I'm getting a lot of upgrades here. I'm getting medium infantry, getting the Prometheus upgrades. That makes heroes convert faster. And I think I might be getting some Prometheans out as well. Either way, dude, I'm not going heroic. I'm just spamming units. I think maybe in my head I'm just saying, like I've mentioned several times now, I am so far ahead. I just gotta survive and ensure nothing crazy happens, and I'm good. Some cute micro here where I utilize the manor. You can only have 2 citizens in a manor right now, so you have to really micro your citizens around in order to save them with a single manor there. Finally getting a wall up there. I should have done that ages ago. So you see, slowly my army is beginning to look really decent. I'm beginning to get about the same numbers as he has, and what that means is, not only is my economy better, my military is better too, very, very soon. You saw me spamming upgrades earlier, and basically what that means is very, very soon. I think already now, to be honest, my army is better than his, and I can start forcing fights. If I can win small skirmishes like here, maybe pick off a few units here and there, that's obviously really good for me too. But yeah, just gotta, you know, reviewing this game, casting it, I'm realizing now that I probably have the upper hand right now. You can see it reflected in the score in the upper right corner as well. But I could have probably went aggressive a bit earlier than this, but I'm doing it now, so that's fine. Oof. Look at my macro. I've got 17 citizens on wood with 1200 wood in the bank. That's not good. That's really bad. I think the reason why is because I'm doing my farm transition, so I had to put food villagers over on wood. So I should definitely start producing farms with my wood choppers, and you see me doing it right here. I'm realizing that my economy is a mess, and all of a sudden my economy looks a lot better. That's what it's like when you have to do farm transitions as a Atlantean. It can be really costly, but at the same time it's super cheap to do so. Some really nice walls you can do on this map to protect your gold miners. It doesn't take too much effort and it's very effective. Look at this fight. Termas microing against the Toxotes and ensuring that my catapults can follow the hippies around while my Toxotes are dealing damage to the Termas are dealing damage to Toxotes. All my counter units hit the right targets there, and you saw how his army just melted there. I have to say I microed that fight very, very well. If you don't mind me saying, I microed that well. You see it now on the score as well. I'm really far ahead because I barely lost any units there. Look at that. Did you see this? You can right click on a granary, for example. Because I'm in classical age, I can't get these upgrades just yet. But I can right click them, and basically what that is sort of like a blueprint. So in heroic, when I get to the heroic age, I do want to get these upgrades. And I'm just saying it right now. Here's a nice raid. I'm looking for gold control right now, and I have vision over the other 2 gold mines, so I figure he has to be here. So I get a very, very good raid off right there. He's losing almost all of his gold miners. Everyone except for one. I can live with that. That guy can live to tell his tale. Tell everyone of my ferocious army. Once again, I'm getting a 3rd TC here, and I should be time shifting more manors here. I'm having some hotkeys problems or something right here. I'm not sure. I should be able to time shift more manors, but something went wrong. Retold is still new to me, guys, so not everything is as fast as it should be. But you see here, the power of Kronos. What I was trying to do here was hotkeying 3 different groups. 1 group for each manor, so I can easily time shift all 3 to my TC. But it just didn't work. I need to figure this out, because it seems really strong if you can get it working. Right here I hit heroic age to rare, and I'm just spamming manors over on this location. What that allows me to do is build, well, the TC, but I was a bit late because of some weird struggles I had. But I can build a palace afterwards. In fact, I can build several palaces, and it's a really nice trader on the Nemean line. Always good to do that. Look at the curse from him though. Such a busted god power in Retold. This curse god power actually allows him to win a fight. It's crazy, he's so far behind, but he's winning the fight still just by using curse here. My economy is off the charts though, so I can easily replenish my army and he'll have a much harder time doing that. You also notice I'm getting 4 behemoths here. I have to figure out what to do with that, because honestly, the easiest play for me here is to just go for goal control, but I somehow ended up in a situation with 4 behemoths, so I need to figure out something else to do with them. I see he's got the town center up in the top corner, so I don't know if I'm doing it yet, but at some point I'm going to send those 4 behemoths out for sort of a raiding group. For now, just some bit of back and forth onto these gold miners, but he's got the Greek army, he's got the heroes there as well, so I don't really want to mess with him. Even if I'm pretty far ahead, I'm not even sure if I can win this fight. Because the 4 behemoths are good versus buildings, but really not much else. So I gotta do something else. When you need to go to the mythic age in Retold, you need to get a palace down, or a fortress, or whatever it is. So I've already got the palace, I don't have to bother with the market, even though it would be nice to get up. Actually, a palace will suffice. The market obviously allows you to trade as well, to sell food and wood, so you can get to the mythic age right now. And here I do a double attack. I'm attacking his gold mine and I'm sending 4 behemoths to the top to attack the town center. Forcing the restoration, just retreating, and then the 4 behemoths will take care of the town center meanwhile. There it is, the mythic age. So, sending the behemoths back, they did what they were supposed to do there. Nothing left for them to do. And just taking map control, basically. I have 4 TCs now, starting to wall off the right side corner, and I'm getting Helios, meaning I can really maneuver around the map very, very easily. So in my mind right now, I'm figuring out how am I going to attack him with the vortex. How am I going to utilize it most effectively? And I think the way I do that is to attack the exposed spot in the top corner first, and then I can use vortex to get to the middle, to his main TC afterwards. Keep in mind, Kronos gets 2 myth units whenever he advances to a new age, so I will get 2 Heke Gigantes, in addition to the 4 behemoths, and I have destroyers out as well. So I've got so many siege weapons, and it's gonna be near impossible for him to defend here. But look at that, 6 manors there, so the palaces are just going up in record speed. Very, very easy for me to get these manors down, and they are essential because I need destroyers and I need fanatics. For late game, you know, those units are just your best units basically, so you need a lot of those palaces down. So try to get a good chunk of manors in one spot so you can really start massing palaces basically. There's the vortex. I stopped his second TC from going up, and now I have destroyers, behemoths, Heke Gigantes knocking on his main TC. This is a Hades TC with sentinels there, but I don't care. I'm just going for the There it is. The Heke Gigantes special is so cool. Here I'm using Deconstruct. You can even put God powers on hotkeys now. That's so cool. You saw me doing it right there. I pressed F1 to get the Deconstruct immediately. Saves you a lot of time once you make a habit of it. And here I'm just destroying everything. His town center, his sentinels, his houses. And he says he has no idea how to play it like this. Yeah, mate, you did a good job. You hung in there after the very rough start, but in the end my economy was just way superior to his. He's gonna have to call it here. Unfortunately. But yeah, I'm spamming Fanatics and Destroyers now. Those are, like I said, my best units, so those are the ones I want to make. I hope you all enjoyed this game. Tell me in the comments which gods you'd like to see me playing. Well, we don't even know if there's going to be another beta, but if there will, I want to know. So, thanks for stopping by. I'll see ya.